Thinking outside the box. This is perhaps one of the most well-worn cliches for expressing the need to think beyond the obvious. However, I think it's a lot more than just that. In order to truly think outside the box, you must first think about the box you're in. What does your education suggest that you do in any given situation? What pathways does your experience suggest you ought to take? What trails do your life habits lead you down? For many, a truly creative thought process can be stifled by education and experience, not necessarily expanded. That may sound counterintuitive, so let me explain why. Our influences shape us as we grow older, and there's nothing like experience and education to narrow and focus our thought process. It seems that quite the opposite should be happening, but for many, it only provides further clarity and expertise in obvious areas of our interests. I believe that in order for you to truly think outside the box, you must think outside the limits of your experience and education. You must learn to be comfortable with things that you're not used to. I believe that in doing so, you give your brain permission to venture places you wouldn't have dared go before. For example, how many of us ever change our toothpaste once we find something we like? How often do you visit the same restaurants and order the same favorite dish you always get? Some of us say, I'm a blue jeans kind of guy, while others say, I wear a shirt and tie wherever I go. These habits put us in our comfort zone, and over time they narrow the possibility that we'll consider other things in the future. If you really want to know how ready you are to think outside the box, the next time you go to a restaurant, ask the waiter to bring you what he or she likes on the menu. Tell them there's a $10 tip waiting for them if they ask you no questions about what you like or dislike, and then make a game out of it by subtracting $1 for every comment or question they make, searching for input from you on what to bring to the table. This experiment highlights two things. Not only are most people uncomfortable ordering the unknown, but even the waiter doesn't want to deliver a meal they already know is delicious just because they're not the ones eating it. When you're ready to do things like this, you're ready to start thinking outside the box in a truly remarkable way. The lesson is this. The old line about practicing the way you want to play is very true. You can't be stuck in a rut in virtually every area of your life and then expect to be the world's greatest brainstormer at work. If you want to be the creative genius in your career, then give yourself permission to practice living outside the box on a daily basis and use some of the examples I just gave you. Remember what I said about thinking outside the box being an expression to think beyond the obvious? I hope you've come to realize that thinking outside the box is more about expanding your own comfort zone than it is about the obvious, which is creative thinking. Since there's no time like the present, start today by challenging your comfort zone in simple ways, and you'll find yourself quickly becoming the most amazing outside-the-box thinker in your industry. I'm Kevin Hunter. Thanks for listening.